Welcome to Weeding Aloud, and I am so excited to come back and join you all today and go over a new unboxing. Today we are going over the HybridX Dry Herbs Oil and Waxy Vaporizer. Has a glass mouthpiece, and it also comes with a Smith's Sub X tank for e-juice. So, with no further ado, let's check this bad boy out. Now, I took the time to go ahead and open up all the wrappers and stuff since everybody hates the sound of that crinkly, crackly wrapper crap. My first video was nothing but that, so sorry about that, guys. All right, so I've been telling y'all all about my old vape pen. Now it's time to tell you about the new one. This is the HybridX, as I've said. It's got a OLED digital display right there. It does the dry herb vaporizer, temperature range 104 degrees Fahrenheit to 500. Heat speed 10 seconds to select the temperature. I'd say that's a little ambitious. It probably takes up to 20 to get to the 290, or up to 260. The e-liquid vaporizer voltage is from 3 volts to 8 volts, wattage from 2 to 60 watts, and compatible resistance from 0.2 ohm to 4.5 ohm. Yeah, so that's all the specs. Now let's get into the good stuff. What does this thing do? Check this out. You push this little button here and open up this little chamber here, and inside you got a glass mouthpiece. Set that aside for right now. And if you're like me and you're a medical card holder in the state of Florida, you actually almost have to have one of these, because to buy flour in the state of Florida, you have to buy these. There are 4 of these for 1 gram, so they're a quarter gram a piece. They're 4, a gram, for about $35 to $45, depending on the strain and whatever availability. But this is the main reason why so many people are naysaying and hating on the medical marijuana in Florida. This is it. This is what you get. This is not what I'm used to, and I don't know about you guys, but this is a sad excuse for medical marijuana. Seriously, guys. But that being said, they do put 2 empty tanks, 2 empty chambers in the box. So it's almost like they're expecting you to not use their products. And this just drops right in here. It's kind of like a K-Cup. They actually have bigger pods that are like 40 a piece. They got like an 1/8 in them that are for the volcano. And I mean, they're basically K-Cups with bud in them. And to me, that is just atrocious. How did we get to this point where it has now become a consumer product that we literally dole out in little ceramic and stainless steel K-Cups? I don't know about y'all, but like breaking it up and doing all that, like that's like half of the therapeutic value of the bud. And this glass does turn so that you can position it correctly. Okay, so there's two on buttons, right? So I gotta cut this other one off. Cut this one on, right? And then it's up. I got it set on 260. I need to charge the battery a little more. And then you'll see now it's starting 35, 45. We'll see. We'll count. See if it's 10 seconds. I'm watching the clock. It's about 5 right there. 5 seconds is 100. And there goes 10 seconds. And it's about 150. So they said to whatever temperature in 10 seconds, a little ambitious. Also, another thing I noticed that was a bit of false advertisement. Let me leave this right here to heat up just for another second. It's only at 190. We go into 260, so it's still got a ways to go. The dabber, the oily, and they call it oil and waxy vaporizer chamber. That's this, right? And it says that it comes with 5 coils. Now, only counting 2 there, and you see this is an unopened package. So, false advertisement? I mean, they are just screens, but they're essential for that waxy and oil vaporizer chamber. We'll get more into that later about what that is and how that works. First off, the dry chamber. It is just now starting to come up to temp. It's not even up to temp yet. It's like 250. Got another 30 to go. Or, no, it goes up to 260. So it's almost there. Okay. So when it's ready, it has a little indicator, little oven indicator right there. Right? And if y'all have seen any of my reviews on like the G Pen and other dry herb vape pens, you'll know my thoughts on those and how terribly, terribly shitty these things are compared to what you pay for them and what people say about them. Look at this cloud. Never, never that quick in a G Pen. Never even get a cloud like that from a G Pen. That's good for what it is. Now, the thing about these is there's an upside and a downside. The upside is they're very compact, they're very easy to travel with, they're very low key. You're not grinding anything up, you're not got anything exposed out in the open. And also, fun fact for those who didn't know it, the little spot in here where this goes can also be doubled and used as a holding chamber for 3 of these. You can use like the oily wax one. I wouldn't leave them in there while you're using it because it does get hot. That thing's smoking. Right. It's got a 5-minute runtime. I'm just going to go ahead and kill it right there. That way I don't completely kill the battery before I hit the next few types. I'm going to let that cool off for a minute while we talk about this this thing. So for the oily wax weird description, first off. It's either oil or it's wax. So there's cotton batting up in the top of up here. And on the cap, what you do is, this is basically like a miniature little domeless banger, you know, like one of these. It's just a little itty bitty one. So what you do is, I don't have any concentrates right now, which is the terrible part. This is the only piece that I'm not going to be reviewing or using today. So you would take your dabs and put it right there in that lip. Put one of those screens, the 5 screens that there's only 2 of, up in there above the cotton batting. Load that. Then proceed to drop this into there. Now, right here is the storage chamber where you can carry 3 extra in here, which it says that in the description, but then what would you do with this? That's what I was wondering. Like, I guess if you had 3 in there, the 1 in here, and then this on it, then yeah, maybe, but then you got a chance of breaking this. So, like, kind of skeptical about doing that. Anyway, moving on. We have that unloaded. If you want to see the inside of the ceramic chamber, much like a G-Pen or all the others. And then this goes in here, like so. And there it is. Now, moving on to the other side. So we've went over the dry. That is freaking hot. I was joking. This is the oil one. We did the dry one. We did the oil one. Now, the other products that are with it obviously comes with the dabber, and the tamper for tamping inside those dry chambers. The 2 out of 5 coils, and then you got 1 extra coil for the tank. You have a tank for e-juice, or if you got CBD oil, or, you know, even THC e-juice. What I love about this tank is the revolver-esque look to it. If you check that out, it's got like revolver notches, and even this is very nice. My other tank has just got a single notch that gets, you know, you just move it down the notch. This one locks in place into each size hole, and they get smaller and smaller to that size. And then there's the largest full size, and you can actually put it between 1 and 2 and seal it completely, keep your juices from leaking. But yeah, let's set this thing. I haven't smoked in a while. Let's set on like number 2 hole. I haven't hit an e-juice in a while. I've been back to smoking cigs. No, it's terrible. Terrible, terrible me. Bad person. Bad boy. All right. It'll come on someday. 33 watts. Let's try that. I'm probably going to cough my ass off, guys. Cheers. Ease into it. It always makes me cough when I first start, and then you kind of get over that after you've been smoking for a couple hours. I got luck from New Leaf in here. I didn't actually have any CBD or THC vape juice, e-juice. So I use this, one of my favorites, Luck by New Leaf. It's got melon, berry, and sunshine. There you go. Now I'm starting to get into it a little bit. Let me crank it up just a touch. Put it to like 40. all in all, that is a very impressive tank. The Smith's Sub X tank. Very clean. Very nice looking. Very nice. Very nice. It's very nice. I like it. I approve. Absolutely. That whole motors, motor vintage slash revolver look just makes it look mean. Makes it look awesome. All right, moving on. And for the last, it uses regular prescribed cartridges that we get for medicinal value. You definitely always want to make sure that you run it down before you screw it in. I've burnt so many pins, cartridges up over the years, on big batteries, forgetting to run them down to 5 watts, leaving them up on 30, 40 watts, and then psst, you can hear it sizzle in your mouth and crackle in the back of your throat. It's like burns you. It's almost when it burns the coil, and you get this terrible burnt taste. Right. So, what is my opinion? Raw first day opinion of the new HybridX with the Swiss Sub X tank. I like it. I think it's going to be a good replacement for the good old the iStick Power. Seems like it's going to hold up to the same task that I put the other battery through. And, it's going to work with all of my legal herb cartridges that I'm going to be getting. Fun fact, I want to tell you guys while I'm on here, just got approved for the state of Florida beta testing, second round 2 of the medical marijuana cannabis products. So you'll be seeing a lot of products here first, probably before they even hit the shelf or go to market. And I'll give my opinion to you as I give my opinion to them. And yeah, so stay tuned for more, not only products that are already out there for cannabis patients in Florida, but for things coming down the pipeline that you might not even know are coming yet. So, as always, this is Travis from Weeding Aloud, signing off. Have a happy weeding day.